And now, let us welcome one dedicated business mentor, motivational speaker, online presence maven by the name Magdalene Kamau, based in Mombasa, Kenya. If you have missed the previous messages, please check www.findwealth.me. Welcome on board.
Hey, hello. It's been such a long time, and wow, I'm almost feeling guilty that I kind of ditched you for a while, but it was not in vain, and I'm so glad that I can speak to you once again after yesterday's, the day before yesterday's video that I posted on Ajira Digital. Today, however, I want us to look at something totally different. I want to build some new level of confidence in you by giving you the 10 most authentic steps to guarantee your success in anything, and I mean absolutely anything that you do. I know you're thinking like, okay, she's crazy. Not really. You know what? It's taken me a while to soul search. I actually had to take an almost 2 months break to rethink of what I'm doing. And there is something that has given me a new courage, and I had to practice it for those 2 months that I was very quiet. I want to share it with you because I feel rejuvenated. I feel so thrilled. I'm feeling like, woo, I can like, woohoo, I feel like flying. Why? Because I was able to discover what was bringing me down. And now I got this thing that I actually sat down and noted down, the thing that will guarantee me success in anything that I do, and I want to share it with you. There's no need of me knowing something and you don't know it, and then I'm kind of expecting you to figure out on your own. That's not the way a mentor does anything. Now, my name is Magdalene Kamau Otieno, and I'm a business mentor. I'm a motivational speaker, and I love doing online presence management, making sure that your online presence is perfect. It matches who you say you are. So in that case, I mean, I do your blog, I build a website, I communicate with your clients as many times as you want me to, and therefore it means that you can actually hire me as your writer. Now we'll talk about that in my website very soon, www.findwealth.me. Good. Now, what are these 10 most authentic steps that guarantee you success in anything that you do? Number 1, be mindful of your 3 W's. I know you're thinking like 3 W's. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 3 W's. The 3 W's, what are they? Your what, your why, and your where. Now you're wondering, what am I talking about? I'm assuming that there's this venture, there's this gig that you've been wanting to go hype about. Now the question is, what is it? Do you know what it is? For example, let me take the one side of my business, that is the online presence management. That's what it is. The why. Why am I doing it? Why do I do the online presence management? Why do I do motivational speaking? Why do I do mentorship? Well, all my work is geared towards one lifetime goal, and it is my why. Whatever I do it because I want to be able to travel for 2 weeks in a new town, in a different country from the last I visited, to be able to mentor people. And I want to do this every 3 months for 2 weeks. Every 3 months, I want to be away for 2 weeks. And I want to be able to mentor people. I want to be able to meet new people in the second week. The first week is for mentorship. The second week, I want to be able to mentor people, to know the people, to know how they have their fun and eat their food. I love eating. So these are the things that I want to do. This is my why. So everything I do is geared towards enabling me live that kind of a lifestyle. And guess what? It's working. Now, the where. Ask yourself, the what you're doing right now, is it taking you to the where you want to go, supported by the why? Let me take you back a bit. The why, I said, is my traveling lifestyle. The where, look at my what. My online presence management, does it help me know where I am going or achieve my goal? Is it taking me to my where? Let's see. When I do online presence management, I charge. I create networks. Are they helping me achieve my why? So where is your what taking you? Then why are you doing your what? Then what are you doing? Now use those questions in reverse, and believe you me, you'll be shocked that there are some things that you're doing that are not taking you to your why. Where are they taking you? Where are you going with what you're doing? Is it a part of a process? Does it help you graduate eventually to what you want to do? Or why you want to live the whole of this good life? You decide. You tell me. So be mindful of your 3 whys. Number 2, be in the driver's seat. I know there's this interesting thing that I see in young people around me. They start businesses and then they relax. And they want to be the boss. And they want to have all the money coming along their way. Hey, wake up. Why? Because you cannot run a business by a remote control. You have to be in the driver's seat. You've got to be the person who wakes up early to make sure that things are happening. For example, if I tell you that I wake up every day at 3 o'clock, would you believe me? I mean 3 a.m. And it's very interesting. When I was hired, when I was employed by someone else, I used to wake up maybe around 5. Now I wake up at 3. Why? Because this is my business. What I'm doing, this is my gig, this is my venture. So it's rising up or it's falling down, it's dependent on myself. Which means if I want it to succeed, then I've got to be the one going out there and making it happen. It's your baby. You're going to take care of it. That venture is your deal. Go for it. So take charge. Be the one to do the real deal until you get to that point where you can delegate. And guess what? Even delegating, you're the one to do it. So you own it and own up. It's rising, own it, own up. It's coming down, own it, own up. So you're the one to make sure that that change you want to see in your business, that change, that rising, the making better of your cause, your work cause, that's your work. Nobody's going to do that for you. So go ahead and do it yourself. Number 3, do what you love. And of course, love what you do. I know it's very interesting when you say be passionate about what you do. But I'll take you to this very interesting guru, a business magnate by the name of Richard Branson. I know you know that guy, don't you? The guy who started or founded the Virgin Group. You know, he says, and I want to paraphrase this, he says, if there's one thing that I could advise anyone to do, is to do or to spend all their lives doing what they're passionate about. There is no need of you trying to force yourself into a field that you don't belong in. Everybody has their specialty. Everybody has one thing that they are so good at. Some of us got 2 or 3, but you know what? Look at it generally. For a long time, for 17 years actually, I repaired computers. Until a few years ago, I discovered, wait, there's another side of me. And this side of me is a side that wants to meet with people, to network, to motivate, to build, to empower. And when I discovered that, I told myself, you know what? I don't belong in a workshop with closed doors and machines and screwdrivers. I can do that from time to time, but my real calling is out there with the people. I'm a public speaker. I need to be out there encouraging people, building people. And I love working with women. I love working with girls. I love seeing them empowered. I mean, it's so sad to see a lady who's been married for so many years and the husband ran all the businesses. And then all of a sudden the husband dies and guess what? She becomes the next bag lady. That's horrible. And because of that, I feel that my desire has to be out there with the people, empowering them to put these businesses into shape. And I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're passionate about. But you know what? There's no need of you waking up to go to some office every day to do things that you don't even like. Why don't you take your passion passionately, like do it for real. Do exactly that which you're passionate about. Well, I hope we're together. Number 4, I want you to do one thing. Take a hike. Be explorative about what you want to do. I want you to think of yourself where you are right now, what you're doing. Now think of yourself growing. See yourself elevating. Look at the role model in your life and look at yourself reaching their level. And of course, they'll be growing. See yourself becoming that best musician. See yourself becoming that best actor. See yourself becoming that new guru in technology that you can actually write the best mobile application in your area of work. I mean, being explorative means that you're willing or you're committing to researching, finding out what goes on in your area. What are the other people doing? And when you find out what the other people are doing, ask yourself, how can I be better? Why? Every organization in the world is trying to create a competitive advantage. What makes you think you're different? You're going to have to do the research as well. You're going to have to find out the origin of what you're doing and the destination of it. Find out where your sources are and where your customers are, and in between, be the one to find out and be the one to fill the gaps and be the one to make your clients happy because you have done your job of exploring.